anyone here, if the video actually does pop up, or the other one did pop up, we can't see it at the moment, so I'm just trying to make sure this definitely works. My ones don't. Do you know what? For my live videos, I'm never able to check them like on that immediate afterwards. They don't pop up until like hours later. It's really frustrating to see whether or not something has gone to happen. Possibly. Well, it's live at the same time as well, though it should be. It should be there right as it's happening. Definitely checking. It's definitely at the. Well, the video's paused, so that should work. Checking is definitely on the right channel. Oh well. Yeah, do you know what? I think it is. I think it might be streaming, but it's just I can't see anything at the moment, so I'm just gonna have to take the word for it. Could very well be that, yeah. Or no one will get like a message or something. Well, in that sense, then, while we're power washing and cleaning away, have you got anything useful to say, sir? Have you no shame? No, it's just. I was going to say at this point, you've only just started it. Oh shit. Well, like, did they like sort of unintentionally do it, or they just think, fuck it, it's just going down, the whole ship's going down? So I thought it was like some falling out or something for a moment. Kind of just decided, yeah, we've had enough of this. We can't do this anymore. I love it when technology doesn't work properly, or when it's outdated. Trust me, I need to get a proper like a good setup for mine. This isn't actually. I tell you what, for anyone who's seen this, this definitely is not this is not the first time I've done a podcast thing. Technically, I think I did. I had one of my other mates, Undead Gaming in 2002. Yeah, just under there. So you can double, you can sort of like crouch, or what would be the closest to prone in this. So yeah, so this isn't the first time I've done the podcast. I said I had one with Undead Steve 2002. It's one of my other mates. But this is the first one I've done in a while, and I at least I'd like to. I'd hope to think that I've gotten a little better since then. But it also depends on the topics as well, because well, and yep, yeah, maybe, yeah. It's just you know, kind of just having fun with it when it's very. It sometimes feels like when it's very sure. There's certain topics that like, oh, people want to really hear, but I wouldn't say I don't have an audience. I got some people, but I'm not established. Oh yes, politics, tariffs. What is that shit about? No. Oh look, we got someone watching. Hello. Okay, so the video is definitely all right. So from that, the video is definitely up. I just that's cool. I have no access to my stream on that. Yes, I am checking my channel always to see if it pops up. But knowing that though, it is broadcasting, so we'll be able to see it later on. So you'll definitely be able to hear us throughout all of this. Say if anything, just I'll just send the channel link. It's just a lot easier then. So then that way you'll have something. You have something pinned, and whenever something comes up, instead of just sending it, it's like, go watch the fucking video now. A million, 50 million dislikes, or was it a million likes or something? I don't know. Oh yeah, like this was, oh god, this was probably like a year ago or something. This has been a while now. I don't exactly understand why they did this. Well, they think, oh, it's we can't have more like negativity spread around. It's like, dude. Oh, you want to tell you what? For a random old example, here's something. I don't know how many people out there who are at least watching this, or are on my channel, have probably seen Sonic shorts or didn't know about it. You definitely know. Yeah. Have you gone back and re-listened or re-watched? I think it's Volume 7 and Volume 6 specifically. I'll look at it and then press down on the D-pad. You can. I'll tell you what you can do. You can just jump. You can just jump on the bonnet and just gonna. That's fine. But essentially, yeah. I don't know if you remember or the scene, the whole. You got the trophy? There we go. So the whole what's it called? Nicole's just intercepted one of Robotnik's transmissions. Yeah, I know it's not good news. That whole thing. Yeah. I don't know if you've seen it recently again. So the original music for that, which obviously I won't play, they had, I think it's, I can't remember the artist again, but it was working for the weekend or something. It's called that. Yeah, I'm here. What you need to before you start anything, now you can use the other tone. Clear these stepping stones first. Yep, I'm not joking. Yeah, that's what I mean. Just these. I'm not joking when I say there are quite a few trophies like this where it's like, do this first, do this last. Special circumstances for almost every level. There's a couple later on you can just do what you want, but there's some where you have to get this done first. It gets tedious like this sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. But essentially, and Robotnik's they've intercepted one of Robotnik's transmissions. It was working for the weekend, but you know how that scene goes, where he's just shaking his stomach. Did you get it? There you go. Now we can just blitz the rest of it. Essentially, what it is that song was there for a long, long time. And obviously, then in some of the other versions, they've changed the music from working for the weekend, because that got pretty. I think it was in Volume 7, maybe later on in 6. I couldn't remember now, actually. 7 where Sonic's in, the one where Sonic's in the tree and he's got the music playing and it's kind of showing all the different, like the love interest, and then you get Robotnik pop up and there's and it's kind of like, I think it's a remix. It seems like someone's fan mix of one of the themes, I want to say. Oh, I know what it is. It's one or two. It's It's not Supersonic's one. No, I know that. It's the. I think it's one of the final bosses in Sonic and Knuckles 3. I think it's Sonic 3, Sonic and Knuckles. Duh, 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 duh. Yep. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So. Duh, duh, duh. Yeah. So, there you go. That's fine. Don't worry. I'm 24 here. I'm going to be 25 in a couple of months. So. Kind of, yeah. I don't want to look like an absolute twat on this. What's this? Yes. I'm not exactly. Actually, two of them in a way. Yes. One of them I'm not so proud to admit. Sonic Forces. That's kind of just because of a couple of conditions there. One, it was when I got it down. It was. Hey, yes, and I even got the Team Shadow ones done and whatnot. Yeah, I got 100% trophies. It was very easy to do so. But there are a couple of reasons for that. One, it was easy overall, although not going to lie, for anyone who knows, I think it's Mission 20. The rings was painful, although there was a strategy and it dulled it. It wasn't too bad. Basically, one of them for me used stage, I think it's 27, used one of the wolf characters that attracts all the rings. You can get constant 999 rings each time. Just grind it out quite a few times. It's easy. But no, the one that was a bit of a pain actually to do was some of the mission challenges to do it in under certain times. The biggest pain for me was, I believe it was mission 23. You play as regular Sonic, and I think it was mission 23 that was a mega pain to do in the time needed, because I would fall off. Because there's also a section where you go from normal 3D to 2D. It's still normal Sonic, but you go through the 2D section. Oh my god, that's fine. Oh, 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 one sec. Oh, oh, oh fuck. Trying to drop headset. I'm on my setup, which is on the bed, so I'm just having to try and readjust myself on the bed. For any of the ruckus, sorry for anyone else who heard any of the ruckus. Ruckies. Kind of for anyone who's also watching this, I kind of mainly got inspired to do this, or at least like play this game because of the Vanos crew. And then I don't know what it was. I just kind of find this a little bit zen. Yeah, it relaxes me out. Especially if when you work in stuff like, for me, I'm working in, and I'll admit this, I'm in retail. Hello again. Um, uh, yeah, no, that's fine. I gathered. But what was it? Mission 23, where you go from normal 3D sort of section to the 2D. That was a pain to get the time. The other circumstance is if anyone was to check the dates that I earned the Platinum Trophy and whatnot, this was smack right and bang in the middle of the first lockdown. Because I got this in just, yeah, March till, I think it was March. I think it was March till April of 2020. Just under a month grinding it out, and I got the Platinum Trophy. It was very, very easy to do. It wasn't exactly the most fun. The game. I was gonna say because from the newer. Well, I was gonna say, like, if I was gonna recommend any of the older Sonic, actually, no. Do you know what? If I was gonna recommend any of the older Sonic games that might be both user-friendly, fun, and have some tricky challenge, I actually was gonna say Sonic 3, or Sonic 3, even Sonic 3 and Knuckles, because that's got a good balance. That's got a good balance where some of the parts are pretty easy enough, but don't get me wrong, there's some sections that are definitely it's challenging and tricky. I'd say more so it gets more difficult when you get into the Sonic 3 and Knuckles side of thing. Um, because depending on the version, I was gonna say because if you get the version, if you get the version sometimes, which is the entire full package, all I think 14 levels or so, 14, 15, one or two, but all 14 levels. Um, it's actually it does actually make it quite a bit harder because of the fact of there's not just a normal 7 or something that we get there, or like however many sometimes. It's 14 big levels or 14 overall stages, so that's technically 24 or something, depending. Because I know that the bosses sometimes the bosses have their own single stage phase. So yeah, that can be interesting. Oh, um, actually, is sort of a lead in as well. Speaking of that game, this is mainly in the bundle pack. You say about the other games, have I platinumed and fully completed other Sonic games? Sonic Forces, I admit that just because of COVID and it was easy to platinum, so I thought, fine, I'll do it. Even though I'm not gonna lie, it is a terrible game. It's terrible because of a few reasons. One, it's way too short. Two, it's I tell you what as well. Oh, yeah. Do you know what? All right. Okay. Time for me to go on a tangent about it. There's plenty of things that I find that are very wrong with it. One, the acting for it. Two, the story. It gets too convoluted. It's too. I think it's too grandiose and too like big scale for kind of what it is. Yeah. No. They didn't. The- But that one worked a lot better. Yeah, but yeah. So yeah, so yeah, it don't feel quite as bad. No, but you spoiled it for me. Go and play it. I was gonna say, like, I'm not gonna lie, personally, like the Sonic series kind of it was digging itself a little bit of a grave for quite I'm not gonna lie, a long time in the some of the late 2000s are fine. Besides Sonic Generations and Colors, the 2010s were like that was a bad period overall. But the only things I will say, if I really look at it, the main things that were actually apparently were pretty damn good in there were Sonic Generations, Sonic Colors for most, and in some ways the Sonic Boom TV show because it was actually genuinely. I'm not gonna lie for me. Say that is genuinely funny at times. No, the game's terrible, broken, especially the Wii U version, broken, jagged. But the actual Rise of Lyric, the Wii U version, broken, destroyed, just completely. Um, I'm not surprised because like people really did not take they thought themselves like, wow, there can't be a game worse than Sonic 06, right? And then some feel, I don't know if some like I don't know how you feel, but like some argue like Rise of Lyric arguably was worse than Sonic 06. Yeah, I think it's one of those. It's just great. I think it's if any, it's just it's a shame that game. It's a shame in a way that that game gets as much hate. I say this. I think it's entirely from the gameplay because the story and whatnot. Besides that, the actual the story itself, from what I heard, seen or from from everything I've seen fully, I haven't fully played it through, but like seems pretty damn good. The music, from what I've also heard, especially some tracks, apparently is it like I don't know this fully because I haven't asked this, but is it arguably from some people one of Sonic's best soundtracks? Which is so funny in some ways. I'm like, it's so funny and ironic. It's like, wow, arguably one of the worst games because of its gameplay has one of its other best features. Yeah. Oh wow. Oh shit. Damn. So he kind of holy crap. So so to some extent that so in a way project or even or technically or I was gonna say in some ways it's kind of like a I'd say remaster. Well, I was gonna say maybe even a bit of a remake. Is it in some way? Well, a bit of a remake. Yeah. What about Blaze? What about Blaze's stage? It's just like it's something that Sonic obviously he definitely knows better than I do in a lot of ways. It's I haven't fully I haven't done a deep dive on everything with Sonic, but there is probably a fair considerable amount that I do know to some extent. Um, but no, I would say like I no in some way I how would I describe myself? I wouldn't say in that way that I'm casual with Sonic. I'm definitely more than that. I'm definitely way more aware of probably certain things and certain like either lost or like old Sonic games and media that are like, yeah, I'm probably aware of. I just maybe don't remember as much. But like some stuff that like a lot of people will be like, I didn't know that, and it's like, yeah, I was aware of it. Like, I mean, okay, I'm not exactly gonna say it's not exactly secret, really at all, considering the game packs. But I don't know how many people overall, like who maybe are casual, potentially know of even Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. That's something I very well know. But then some people I'm looking at, I'm like, I don't know how many people and fans, like obviously big fans will know, but like I don't know how many casual fans or people actually probably would even know about that game unless you played. I'll be honest, unless you played one of the Sega Mega Drive packs, unless you played one of them, you probably don't even. Most people, you probably don't even know that that's the thing that Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. It's basically just a columns S game. It's fun though. Do you know what? I'll also throw that out there as well. For other games that I've platinumed, I must also admit that I have also, for anyone who doesn't know, I have platinumed way back in 2015 the Sega Mega Drive Ultimate Collection on PS3. And I platinumed it. Do you know what one of those trophies requires you to do? Beat Mean Bean Machine. Fully. Yes, and I actually managed to do it. It was... there is... Potentially at some point. I mean, I know, obviously, for anyone who somehow doesn't know, it's a pretty well-known fact, but for anyone who doesn't know, Devil May Cry actually spawned from the early makes and the builds of Resident Evil 4. There's a lot of concepts and certain ideas that didn't end up getting used or couldn't be used, so it ended up getting repurposed for a new franchise. So thank you RE4 for that. Which is pretty incredible. It is pretty incredible how stuff can just accidentally spawn. And just get reused. So you can tell with the podcast I get really sidetracked. One of the things I will get back. I'll get back to very quickly. As well, you had asked me about the other platinum trophies. I still actually haven't answered, or I still haven't finished the question. Because there is another Sonic set of Sonic games. I only have two. I haven't tried. I haven't got that yet. I do want to get that. I haven't. I haven't done more. I've got two Sonic Platinums. One of them, as I said, Sonic Forces. The other one is the Sonic Origins collection. So, for anyone who doesn't know potentially what that is, it's like, what was the difference with that? Sonic Superstars and this, what's the difference? The Sonic Origins pack essentially is the first three games. So it's also touching on one of the things I was talking about earlier on. So you got Sonic 1, you got Sonic 2, you got Sonic 3 and Knuckles. So to go through that game and beat it for one of the trophies, I had to go through the entire experience. It wasn't just Sonic 3, it was Sonic 3 and Knuckles I had to go through. Yes, fine. CD is the other one. Yep, that is the fourth game on there. And that was really fun. It's... No, so what happened? All right, so essentially what it was, again, more history for people. I do know this quite well. Essentially, it was a bit of a, I say, development mess. Not so much a mess. So you had, I think it was Naoto Oshima and I think it's Tezuka. And Tezuka, I can't remember the first name, but like you have Tezuka and Naoto Oshima. I think it's Takashi Tezuka. So Takashi Tezuka correct me if I'm wrong. And Naoto Oshima, it basically, they've done Sonic 1 back in 91, and then they would go on to create what would eventually be Sonic CD. The two had some minor disagreements, no like bad blood, but just agree to disagree. They went with had different philosophies and ideologies, it seemed. So I think it was Takashi Tezuka who continued working on Sonic CD, which would be released in 1993, and then I think it was Naoto Oshima, I think, or it could have been the other way around for them, who had a different team of developers and a new team to work on Sonic 2, which would be released in 1992. So Sonic 2, in a way, that game came first, but Sonic CD was the original idea. So that was initially supposed to be Sonic 2. But then it kind of, it got its sort of its own timeline. Because if you've played it, if anyone's played it, it's radically different. When you look at it, it is pretty different compared to the other games in some ways. Like, it's not exactly like completely different, but it is. Yes, which I also must add this. Sadly, I don't know whether it's. No, well, I was going to say, I don't know if they actually fully got rid of it, but you can't input the code on the title screen to get the sound test. So it might be in there, but you have to get it a legit way this time. You can't just put a code in on the screen, which I say this as well. When I say it, that is absolute bollocks, because the reason I say that is because there's no option for the sound test menu to be brought up. But all the codes and whatnot for certain things and the debug menu are still there for the other three games. All other ones have it, but the sound test is absolutely, the code cannot be put in on Sonic CD. Perhaps they might have known this at this point. I'm thinking they probably did know this. Which is a shame because Sega, why would you do that? It was like genuinely one of your coolest secrets. Like, it's dark, it's actually genuinely creepy. The message is trying to decipher it is always got speculation, so that makes for a good mystery. Unless you're Japanese, of course, you can speak it, but you could actually translate it. But for us, it's a fun little. It's a creepy mystery. Do you know what? Actually, that's one thing to say. Some say obviously Majin. For some, can in some contexts be. I think it's Japanese for demon or devil, but then also the other Majin. Yeah. But then also the other half, I've heard one of the other theories that potentially Majin, like in some contexts apparently, I don't know if all contexts, I don't know if it fully translates, or it might do, but apparently one of the theories I've heard is that potentially there could have actually been someone called Majin, like as his last name, and they could actually have been a developer on the game, which in some ways it makes sense. I mean, you look at some of the other stuff in the menu, like in the sound test, when you put up certain codes, certain things pop up, and they've got like developers' credits written on the bottom, like the one where it says like you got Tails in the Jeep, and it's like, oh yeah. Oh, nice. Fun. Well, it says no one at the moment. However, you can someone will probably tune in at some point. Really? So since I've not had the exposure to Devil May Cry series, how bad could the second one? How bad could it really be? Like, how genuinely apparently bad is it? Ah, yeah, it's like the ultra hard. Kind of reminds me in some ways, going harkening to RE4, especially the remake. Kind of reminds me of Professional on RE4. For anyone who doesn't know, that for anyone who doesn't know on RE4, you think, oh, how if anyone's preparing, or like has or hasn't played RE4 remake and they're interested, you're like, okay, well, how is Professional? For anyone who has played it, yeah. Obviously, you've got your parry mechanics. They do quite a lot of damage on hardcore. They do more damage on Professional. They're actually faster, and you have to perfect parry. You can't just spam parry or anything like at one point, and you might get it. Like, you have to perfect time the parry, which will always lead into a melee attack. If it will give you an opening for a melee attack, so in that way you can knock them down. Risk reward, but it's always a risk reward because it's not like I can just kind of deflect whenever. It's like, no, you need to parry at the right time. And unfortunately also there are certain situations not only where your knife could be broken, but also where there's certain enemies like the ones who don't have weapons they're faster in the mode, so they're quicker to grab you, and you might use, obviously, your knife's durability up a lot faster when you stab them, to get yourself out of the grip. But also, they can, they grab you, so they're going to deal some damage to you. I mean, it's a pain in the... Sometimes it's just a pain in the ass to deal with. Yeah, Professional... Oh, yeah, and also stack on top of the fact that Professional has no autosave. So, and if... With Vari 4, though, do you know what? Well, Professional, the reason I say Professional's hard in that sense, it's not so much the fact of their manual saves. You can actually save whenever you want, which is good. You don't need tape, or ink ribbons. Thank God. But, and this is a big but, basically, it comes down to one of the things you can unlock in the game, which is it's very difficult. Is one of the things you can unlock in the game, which is it requires you to beat the game. It basically requires you to get an S+ rank in the game. You're thinking, oh, an S+ rank, I'm Professional. That can't be too bad, can it? What do you have to do? Well, for anyone who hasn't mastered anything, you have to get through the entire campaign in under 5.5 hours, and you can only save 15 times. That technically isn't even once per level. So, to give you an example, to breaking it down, there's 16 chapters in the game. Now, technically, with it, you can save right at the end after you've beaten the campaign for the, when you beat the game and before you go into New Game Plus, it's like you can save the game and then go to New Game. You can do that at the end, but you can only save up to a maximum of 15 times. and there are 16 chapters in the game. So realistically there, you can only save once per chapter, and normally what I end up doing is I basically have to will myself to be like, okay, you've got to get through the whole chapter you're doing in one go. Oh, and another thing I must add as well, for anyone who's trying this, God forbid, please do not go and press load game or continue when doing it. Because even going through the load game, you think load game is like, okay, I'll just load from where my save was before. If you do that, it will add on the time. Not even just continue game, which obviously will add on time. I'm talking pressing load game. So, you know, pick a load save from earlier. That will still add on time. Yeah. Parasol is this one. Oh yeah, and hanging planters. Oh yeah. That's that one. Look at that. That's another one. See, probably even barely half an hour. It's actually not too bad, honestly, for it. Been doing pretty decent. What else is there? So what was it? Essentially, you can't you can only save once per level. So you imagine that when it's like, okay, I either have to save at a specific point or get through, you know, the entire chapter without dying. What have you got on this one? Let's check this. Oh, no! Fuck's sake! Please re-invite me. Came up with the thing, preparing, and instinctively pressed cancel on there. Thought it was confirmed. Tit. I know. Just tell me about. Right. I need to stop doing this. Oh! Oh! I did it again. For fuck's sake. Right, I'm right. But send me it again. I'm not touching the controller until it's done. Are you gonna what? Please. Please. I don't mean to do this. This isn't intentional. Try again. Ah! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! It genuinely wasn't intentional. I realised I was like, oh my fucking god. Please tell me you can invite me. Okay, right. No, hang on. No, keep it on. Keep it on. Keep it on. I can. Okay. Oh, right. I see. Ooh. Oh, that was close. There we go. Fucking hell. I'm here. No. No. Let me check the trophies to see if there's anything on the dirt bike that needed doing. I shouldn't do, but check. No, there's nothing on the dirt bike. It's good. Yeah, and this one should be done. This one gets done real quick because this one is actually in this one. This is one of the ones that's in a time challenge and water challenge. And trust me, like someone figured it out. When I got the challenge trophy done, I just skipped this one entirely. I tried a few times, but then I couldn't do it. This basically, you need to get this done. We're doing like this with this washer in about a minute and 10 seconds, all fully clean. Unless you have the right strategy, that is a lot harder than it seems because there's a lot of very tiny unseen areas. And I believe... Sorry, I just saw something wrong. Oh, what am I missing? Now it's the engine. Nice. Okay. Let's not do what I did again. Right, so what are the choices this time? So, I believe there's a bungalow. The playground. Let's do the playground. There is one, but it's not quite what you think it is. You don't have to clean things specific, but it's annoying the angle is round. But you basically have to get this football here and roll it, get it positioned, and then roll it up along the Stegosaurus or Stegoside. It is actually a little bit harder at times. Well, it both isn't as hard as it sounds. You need the right angle to move it. Yeah, you can see what happens sometimes. Give it a moment. Yes. Ooh. Oh, bloody hell. No, actually, hang on. I know what I need to do. Alright. Let me push it back and then see if that does anything. Oh, come on! Just trying to... Oh, you fucking... Trying to get the momentum for that. Boy, this normally wasn't that hard to get through here. It's over here. It's here. What? Well, that can't be right. Unless... No. It's for me, it's by this bin over here for me. That's weird. He's over there. What the... Huh? It's on the side for me. Where is it? I just don't know where the fuck it is. Because it's invisible for me. It's not there. It's on the other side of the bin for me. Yeah, it's just trying to get a bit of momentum to get it on. It should go. It should go on and go through. Like, it shouldn't be giving you this much grief. Alright, I need to... I need to check this. Let me check this. Let me look at this. Let's see. So... Oh, shit, no. Oops. No, not. Not from that angle. Not like that. Oh, you... God damn it, man. No, crouch down and... Oh, there you go. Now... Ah! Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, I know. It's trust me. And Yep, and um yeah, damn it, man. Ah, you fucking, what are you doing? um what the, what the fuck? Okay, now the ball is on the other side for me. um right, right, just to make sure, like this, I'm gonna, it should be able to go up, period. It should be fine to do. Right, I'm saying this now. I'm gonna leave quickly and then I'm gonna rejoin because I don't know if it's glitched out for me. I want to try and help you with this because I know how to do it. I just need. It's not coming up the same for me. Where you're seeing it is completely different. Oh, why can't I connect to you? No. Oh, oh, there we go. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, there we go. The ball is on the other side for me. It is not showing up on the same on my screen. Oh, watch out. I have got a ball here as well that I can see. That's what I'm doing. I've got another ball here. I got another ball on my. Ugh. Oh, come on. You know what? When I tried this, do you know what's annoying? What's funny was when I tried this trophy for the second time for this, when I was doing my PS5 platinum, hey, yes, I have platinum. No, it was a cakewalk. It was no problem. I actually had no issues at all. Now I just don't want to. Well, I don't want to play ball. Come on. Well, yeah. Watch out. Watch out. Oh. Fuck! Oh. I can't. It's not showing up on the same screen as you, and I rejoined back. Need. Fuck it, I'm joining share screen again. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. It's too close. It's too close. Oh, you no, no. You just still. It's going too far. Right. You really, when I say you need to be precise lining up, I mean damn precise. That was not it. Yeah. Down, right down on it. Yep, and then not like that. Underneath, like kind of right at the bottom of it. Like when I say like move it up, I mean right at the bottom of it. I don't no, Josh. When I say at the bottom, I mean a crouch down. Yeah. That and then try and get a good shot. Yeah. So this is frustrating me out. I've done this twice. I've done it twice before. No, when you're trying to get it up, don't aim at it when you're like crouching down. Don't aim it near the top of the ball. Aim it underneath it, like lip it. It usually works. Yeah, but you might need. Yeah, except you kind of want to use. Yeah, you kind of want to use the red attachment a bit more for that. Yeah, this is one of the trophies they want you to get. Yep, and then. Okay. All right, maybe a bit more in the middle. I was gonna say, yeah, calm. Calm. Sure. I'd say, having done this twice, I'm watching this and I'm just like this. I'm like Dr. Evil. He's like, oh, this is uncomfortable. Oh, fucking hell! Genuinely, you were so close. Okay, fine. If the bottom's not what. Right. Oh yes, more middle. More middle. Yes, I realised. Sorry, it's more middle. I realised once it didn't work. I thought, oh, getting it underneath, and I was like, that'll work. No. It's more centered. Right. Yeah. Go. Nearly. If you're a little careful, you can. Oh, oh. Oh Jesus! You're way too far with that one. Damn it! Oh. Again, this is causing me pain because I have done this twice before, and the first time actually was a lot. The first time was painful. It was kind of like this. Genuinely, I'm not kidding. I would help more if I knew where the goddamn ball was. It is not appearing the same as yours for me. Like, I'm not joking when I say that. Right, I have another ball here. Why you're not going up? But it's bounced. But you've got a strategy. A little bit. Oof! What I can see from mine. I don't know if it's like a second ball that you can't see, and maybe we've got our own ones, but like I'm not shitting you here. I'm not going crazy. There is another one here for me, but it's just yours is not visible. Mine is probably not visible on yours. Oh! That's so unbelievably close. do it. Why? Oh god, developers, did you mean to do this? No. Jesus, sorry. Oh god. Speaking of Devil May Cry, demon mode. Demon mode activated. Oh, fucking hell. Ah. Sorry, one sec. Come on. Yo! Mine didn't call. Why? 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 I have no idea where it is. I've got another one too. Yep. Shit you not. This. One sec. Move! Oh. Alright. Why the fucking hell? Come on. People will know that there's a ball on my screen right by the slide. And they will know that's there because they can see my stream. They know I'm not going mad. And also... Like, right, when you say it was there like that, the mine's also there. Okay. I don't think it will quite do that. Oh! You just landed on mine! Yes, we just can't see each other's. Just like in real life. Oh, shit. Why? Why won't you go up? Oh, fuck. Okay, I don't know where your ball is. Okay, well... Why is it not going up? Come on, you can't. That's my ball. Oh, okay. Well... God damn it! Oh, mine actually just got on the top and nearly made it. I'm just trying this because if this works as well, hopefully this will still trigger for you, even if I've done it on my side of this. I'm sorry that I'm crying. Oh, fuck's sake. You kind of walked right in my vicinity when I was trying to line the shot and get it up then. Oh, come on. There should just be like fucking podcasts of us just kicking the ball. Just kicking the ball. Yeah. Oh, fucking hell. Right. I managed to do this twice before. What the fuck is it that I forget that I'm doing wrong? That didn't bounce up. What the fuck? Oh. Ooh. Oh, okay. Actually, that's something I found. Ah. So I don't know how fully it might work, but I tried running up and kind of kicking it at the angle. So okay, I ran up to it, and then fuck's sake! Stop! Stop! No, no, no. Wait. Fucking move up, back. Move. Sorry, it's because I think you were there. No, sorry. Move! Please! Oh my god! Alright. And... Okay. They've probably... I'm not gonna lie, people have probably tried going for the platinum and this sort of shit. Probably have struggled as well. How in the fuck... I'm trying to run up into it, and... I'm trying desperately to run up into it. I ran directly into it, and it bounced. Like, it bounced fairly high onto the other side. Oh, fuck it, it's back up again. Oh! I made it bounce and jump up once. Once it went over. Oh my fucking god. This is great. We've been at this for like a solid 15 minutes at least. But no, I am getting you a trophy. Oh, well, shit, I couldn't get that because I was in the way and I was going to hit your ball because... Stop! On! One... I ran and... Oh my fucking god! Wow! Do you know what? Why this is probably... Whoa, you kicked mine right... Oh! You kicked mine, it jumped up! Almost. All we had to do was just play football, essentially. In other words, come on. No! Stop bouncing it back and forth. God damn you. Oh, that kind of... It's running it around, but it's... Come on. I'm nearly there. It won't pop for me because I already got it. But it's Like, I'm not. That's why I said second time. That's why I. Dude. 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 If I'm doing it how I'm trying to. Mm, mm, mm. Why the fuck won't you go up? No. Must be funny seeing a man try and do stuff with an invisible ball. Why in the hell will you not jump up? Ball! No. No. Fucking hell, I don't want it to go to the side. I don't want it to go to the side. Right, okay. Oh. Damn it. Oh, fuck this. I'm not. I'm gonna. No, as I say. No, I was gonna say I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to double check and. I'm gonna have to read it up again. Hang on. I use something. I should be able to. Look. In some ways, I hope so. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have to look at this. I've done this before. I shit you not, I did it genuinely with, like, when I say no. Eight? Right, let me see. Hang on, sorry, I'm just checking. Hang on. Oh, hang on. This could work. Oh, I know. What might be worth trying is one of the strategies I've seen there is to use the step ladder in the middle. Oh, I was trying to line the fucker up. But that's if it wants to line up as well. That's if it wants to line up, please. That should line up. Just trying to get it to line up in the middle. Why are you doing this? No. It needs to line up in the middle. Well, I mean, I can. I'll tell you what. No, I'll tell you what. I can try this. See if it. Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. If you can, I don't know how. Oh. Yeah, just a little bit. Yep, sorry. There's what? Oh, shit. Watch out. You're directly on top of my... you got it. Is this helping? Hang on. I'm standing here. I'm standing right beside you. Try running up on it. I'm down here just in case. Why not? Can't you just run into it is what I mean. I'm standing behind you. Yeah, there we go. Oh. And about 25 minutes or so later, we finally got the trophy. Wow, that was so much more painful than it needed to be. Damn. I can't remember who developed, but whoever developed this game, despite the fact that technically this, you know what? Despite the fact I didn't get the trophy this time because I'd already done it, technically this is the third time I've done this now. That was I don't mean like the first time was kind of painful, but this was absolutely the worst I've done. So I'm like, even the first time wasn't. I was like, oh my god. And that's not like saying it was like someone else doing it. That's me just kind of basically being like, wow, even I was actually having problems. Like, I have never struggled this much. That was pretty much to do. But hey, you know, you have the trophy now. Yep, no problem. So the other ones, I will say, I'm probably going to order something. You know, what I did. Fair enough. So basically, oh no. Yeah, could be fun. I could give that a go at some point. Yeah. What? Fair enough. Oh. Fair enough. What? Oh, sorry. What? Got it. Okay. All right. Yep. Won't do. Um, what was I going to say? I do want to say very quickly as well for for one of the trophies you'll have on this game later on. Uh, it, not too much longer in that sense. It'll be a couple of levels longer. There's a skate park area that you have to clean. It's decently big with about $900, so it's a decently big job. But it's about like probably how this would be, so it's not too bad. Um, there is there is one of the trophies you need, which is it's with a ball again, but this time it's much less egregious. It's better in this sense, and you'll probably have a more powerful blaster then if you're wise with your money. Um, basically, there is like a I can't remember what the technical term for it, what the bowl would be called in there. It's like sort of like I don't know, I'm not a skater or anything. Um, but there's like a sort of kind of like half pipe bowl. There's a ball in there, and it's basically just get it outside, just shoot it out there. But it's a lot better in that sense because it's a lot easier in the sense of it's in a bowl, so it's also got more momentum to work with. So there is another one of like get the ball either in or out something, but it's a lot easier to deal with. So oh my god, I can't. Oh! I just realised. Yeah, it was your ball that was up there. But like, I, I love the fact that just do that. I just shimmy up, and then it's just like, oh, look at that, it works. It actually finally works. I, I don't know. I don't. I really, genuinely don't know. Um, I feel like in some ways it shouldn't have worked for me as well. I shit you not when you say it. If you later on, if you want, have a look. Go back and have a look at my stream. You will see on my screen. It's like there is no ball for you. Yeah, there is a ball for me, a separate ball on the other side, and then lined up. So there are two of the balls, but I could not see yours. So what I pushed up for you, it was your ball. For me, it was completely invisible. I don't know what kind of trickery they're using there, but yeah, for anyone who's just tuning in now, me and my friend here, it took. Yep, yep. I'm not gonna lie for that though. Yeah, the physics for the physics for doing that were arse. That was horrible. That was absolutely horrible. Oh, thank God you got it done now. And it's like, yeah. For anyone else doing it, I never want to go through that again. No, perfect. I saw. Well, no, no. I was. Yes, the big playground and the grounds. This is where you start seeing a bit of a bigger job overall. There's quite a few more certain details. There's like even these individual square tic-tac-toe sort of like things in each of them. By the way, I only just realised I said dollar. It was did say dollars, didn't I? Um, yes. Yeah, do you know? Oh my God. Yeah. Yep. And no, it was. Yep. Um. Do you, oh, do you, do you know what I? Do you know why I also the question why it was almost if it was dollars or euros for the moment? Do you know why I almost questioned? Because of fucking card simulator. I have not. I have only seen you play it. I've only seen you playing it. I'm tempted. Do you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I would be tempted to buy it. Just depends how much it is. Some people are like, "Oh, don't waste your money on the games." I'm like, I will get it if it's very cheap. Only if it's very cheap. Oh, well, you can check the trophy list and if you want, check the trophy list and see. Yeah, I was gonna say probably good idea. Oh, other for anyone else who's watching now, so other than work, which I finish at 4 for tomorrow. Yeah. Oh dear. Well, what's the other rarest trophy then that would cause it to be that much? Whoa. Oh. What is trying to think. So there's a platinum for that. What I'm doing tomorrow as well is after I finish work at 4, meeting with another friend, and then 7:30, we're going to Cineworld. It's one of the branches in the UK for cinemas for people who aren't in the UK. Um, see what? No, because I have already seen it. Do you know what? I'll say this. No, that's fine. No, I I had to see it because I was eternally curious. Um, I won't. I know I'm not going into any spoiler thoughts. All I'll say is I did think as a film, as the thing overall, it was moderately bad in some ways, but it was an enjoyable kind of bad. It's cringy a lot of the time. There's some parts that are like, oh, that's cringe. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, no, definitely. I mean, it's a like. Do you know of a YouTube channel called the Microwave Society? Yeah. Do you know how they like do films at? They do certain films that like, yeah, yeah. But you know how Microwave Society do those sort of films. You get what the kind of films they are, right? Yeah, Minecraft movie pretty well falls into that kind of style. It's not absolutely terrible. Nice. Like it's not absolutely terrible. It's really not that. It's not that bad. There are actually some kind of decent moments, but like I mean, I like Jack Black. Jack Black's very much hammering the whole. If you know Jack Black, you know the way he talks is very much Jack Black's. Just basically, just no. Oh, or if he has, that was incredible. Maybe very incredibly recently. Like when I mean incredibly recently. But basically, he I mean, like, if I had to sum it up in like when I say not a meme, if I had to sum it up in like describe it in one way, basically just Jack Black saying stuff in his Jack Black voice, which is nice in Minecraft items, diamond armor and flint and steel. Yeah, that kind of style. So a lot of that is basically this. It's a crafting table. That's basically what a lot of the film was. Um, but then you have some of the trailer lines. Do you know what it is? As what do you know? You know why? Besides other reasons you've given, it's probably our cinema experience I had wasn't wild, but it probably is best is staying out of cinema, I guess. But have you seen the reactions? Mine were. Jesus. Like mine was comparatively was incredibly tame. Like all mine was I had there was a group of like 3 or 4 teens near me, and I didn't mind it as much. Oddly, I didn't mind it as much as the one time I was like, yeah, I can kind of see I'm getting to it. But they basically all they did was go just like scream like yes, like just like all just clapping and screaming. They're, yeah, like just and then clapped, and then that was it. Just move on with life, not throwing fucking popcorn around, like throwing drinks, blitzing the place with food. Some apparently even having puked. Yes, in one of the aisles, and one of the screenings, but them getting rowdy, just going batshit mad, like to the point where I'm like, oh my god. Yeah, chicken jockey. That was the one. Like, there were other moments in the film. I'll be honest, I don't fully get it. And that's not me saying that in a sense of, oh, you just don't get it all. It's like, no, I get what it would be. I get what it is in meme sense, but I don't get why. Literally, they treat it like Endgame in the sense of how mad people would go. And it's just chicken jockey. It's just like, it's a throwaway trailer line. It's a trailer line. But the other thing as well though is, do you know what is really? Oh wow. Well, I was gonna say, maybe it's just me. I feel like it was already rare enough as it is. Because I'll be honest, I never see them anymore. Really? Oh yeah. Well, I remember when we made the base and whatnot. Well, I remember when we had like our base and whatnot. That was actually quite fun times. I'm not gonna lie. That was. We could. Do you know what? As part of. Do you know what I actually think? As part of as part of a podcast and whatnot, we could actually reinstate Minecraft on your PS5. We could actually do our own world. Oh yeah, I remember why. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah, no, no, which is which is obviously completely fair. Is it not in the PS5 version yet? Damn. I did. Do you know what? I find it funny that it's like for a Minecraft movie thing. I'm like, okay, of all things it adds, and it's like, what are you supposed to be? Happy Ghast, and I'm like, that of all things? Don't get me wrong. I looked at it and I was like, it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. For me personally, it looks really cute. It looks really cute, and I was like, oh, that's adorable. The peaceful, happy Ghast, nice. You know. What's that then? Oh, oh, what can you even what? So does that mean you're what, a happy Ghast? Or I thought you were gonna be able to ride normal Ghast now and then just bring them around. No, of course. Which, yeah, makes sense. But then you got to try and bring one into the that's yeah, that's really cruel. No. To quote Cadicarus, whoa. Let's hope Peter aren't watching this movie. Yeah, I've seen some of them. That's quite interesting. It's, uh, it's too overpriced. He is absolutely incredible. I'm still waiting on the. We're all still waiting on the world, the 3 hour plus long video of the pricey world. I think some type working title of PS1 cheats, something like that. So we've got that coming, but oh my, that has been in the works for a while now. I'm just like, I tell you what's oh my god. So I asked this, well, like, what's looking back at in the moment your one of your favorite current Cadicarus videos? That's great. The Skylanders specifically? Oh, with Tom Scar. Like when he's like, "No, don't go." Wait, why? And just shoots this game out. It's like, I'm not picking it up. It's my. It's like he basically just like you. No, was it so, yeah, it's my short summer final. Okay, I really need to stop asking that. And he's like, I don't want to pick it up, but you must. But it smells of poo. Um, I think honestly, one you know. Yeah, well, oh, do you know what's? Oh, do you know what's? This is more the kids shows still use them. Do you know what I think? They absolutely. That sucks. Do you know what I will say? Do you know what I of one show that I feel like got absolutely massacred, and that was oddly enough, that was actually Bob the Builder. Have you seen any images that 3D like CG on? Oh my god! Oh, that looks hideous. That looks absolutely hideous. Oh no! What? Oh, I have not seen anything like. Oh no! Yeah, those little fuckers. Those small little fuckers. Those not the normal Teletubbies. They're not the normal. It's weird. The normal ones, like the actual normal ones. They're from what I remember, they're still okay. They're all right. But the little, yeah, the chibi baby ones. Ugh. Oh, I've seen them. Oh my god, they look, they look nightmarish. They look horrific. Let me see. Oh my god, they need to stop making them. I say this. They need to stop making them go into like 3D. It looks fucking horrific. Hang on, what's this? But oh my god. Oh whoa, that's weird. What? That's the other thing as well. I just looked at the design. For me, it's really weird. The only thing it has like in common is like a pink. Is it's a pink dinosaur, but it looks more like well, this pink. It does. It's weird. It doesn't look like Barney, if that makes sense. I look at him and like that's not Barney. Probably also secretly a serial killer as well. Oh, what? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I didn't know. Oh my god! Wow. No. What? Oh no. No. Oh, I just. I've. Do you know what? Being in a big purple dinosaur suit now. You know the. What's this? What? Oh, do you know what? Oh, trying to remember what year. What was the year that came out in? And you're like, on, fair enough. I'm just getting the different color tiles at the bottom done. Um, in like that was 2007 that came out. I think when I was, still a kid, I did actually I did see some of that before. So I saw some of it myself when I kind of, yeah, at the time. Do you know? Oh, do you know what's funny? We're very mature people. Trust me, we are mature. No, oh, no. Do you know what? There was a. For anyone who hasn't seen it, especially look these episodes up on YouTube. There's a comedian I watched, Russell Howard. For those who don't know him in the UK, oh my god, there is a part in one of the episodes he does where it's like this kid show is like, if I was watching this, I would be on the boozer 24/7, and then it shows like Macapaka doing his song, and then he's like, Mom, get the brandy, there's a condom talking with. Oh my, oh, that is so fun. It's basically, from that lead in, it was basically on a story where I think it was like a 3-year-old alcoholic, like a 3-year-old had drunk some alcohol. I think it was from Wales, who basically accidentally drunk a glass of whiskey or a bit of whiskey, and then Russell's just like, it's unbelievable, isn't it? The youngest alcoholic in the country, and he's not from Scotland. You gotta give it to Russell. He's incredible. Oh no. Do you know what? I actually say these two? Or yeah, I was gonna mention two of them actually from both Cartoon Network, Teen Titans Go, and the Powerpuff Girls. It did a bit. Let's say there's yeah, the one with that and the twerking bear. Yeah, no, there is some actual like underrated. I think the really stupid, funny, but like really dark. I almost want to say like a suicidal joke, which was or at least implications of that, where basically he's like, why do you not? I was like, why should you not drop your toaster in a bathtub full of water? Because your toast will get soggy. And I'm like, oh my god. Do you know what? I'm not gonna lie. Those Cartoon Network shows, especially, damn. Like, if you see compilations on YouTube, they've got some seriously good adult jokes there. No, do you know what? Honestly, one of the funniest ones was for me was from, I believe, was from Jimmy Neutron. Um, it's the father. That's right. What? It's like, once when I was 7 years old, I sat on a banana, and of course that changed my life. And I was just like, that joke of what's when I was 7 years old. Oh, I don't know. There's some stupid, but oh, I don't know. There's some. Oh, speaking of Jimmy Neutron. Oh no, he's an asshole. I think what was it? What was it? The I remember you saying about I was saying about Jimmy Neutron before was when I think it's is it Carl? Is it Carl or something or Carlson? Yeah, he's on about Jimmy Neutron's mum a lot of the time. It's so funny. I'm like, oh my god, he's got something. And also the croissant. That's yeah. No wonder that became a meme. Um, but you had what is it? You had that. You had Bill and Mandy's Grim Adventures. That was another pretty solid one as well. Fun fact for anyone who doesn't know, Richard Horvitz, same guy who did Moxie, also does Billy. Happy Halloween! That same voice, yeah, that is. Oh, yes. I don't know when it's coming out. Oh yeah, that'll be interesting to see how we how we oh everyone looks well well considering that he has been for 100 years is stripped of his royal title. He has no power. Well, it depends if it depends how much she shuts him out. It's that, and also depends how much from that Octavia will shut him out. Because you remember what happens at the end of Cinemas, where she basically kind of just left him behind and disowned him, and like cut him off. So it depends on what happens, what the circumstances are, and well, we just have to see. One thing I will say though, I've heard a lot. It wasn't until I saw more recent videos, like I've seen quite a few people really hammer and criticize the Stolitz relation and kind of how it's overtaken the show. And I'm not gonna lie, I can really kind of see that, and I'm like, yeah, this really, I, and I get more of like what's supposed to be the overall story, but this really does. Oh yeah, the agents. Yeah, probably caused because of them. I'm like, yep, that makes a lot of sense. But I will, sorry, very quickly as a little briefing to tell you as well. I was saying about demons before. You remember before I was saying about Doom before? Yeah. Yes. For anyone, I'll say this really quickly. For anyone that you see, like, yeah, they know. For anyone who's seen my stuff, you know, I'm a huge Doom fan. It wasn't until 20. It actually wasn't until 2020, during I believe the time of the pandemic, that I actually started really going through the series. And then I'm on the other side. I'm here. Oh, hello. Um, yeah. No. Trust me, I've been trying to get this done. Basically, it wasn't until 2020, funny enough, during the pandemic, roughly, and when I started to get into RE4 and RE2 as well, that I actually started properly. I started getting into the franchise, and then that's where I basically just fell absolutely in love with it since. And speaking of that, I am hyped for Doom: The Dark Ages coming out on the 15th. Yeah, that's coming out in less than a month, about 3 weeks. Uh, Money wise, no, not at the moment. Well, why? Yes. Well, yeah, there is that potential. Politics, yeah. No, well, that's the smallest thing. Mm, yeah, Yeah. Nope. Yep. No. Yep. Yeah, because that's 2025 and 2024 for you. What was it? So I will say though, pretty good with in some ways it's like it's a shame. It's a shame in a way if you're not at least more in more recent times not picking up Doom, the Dark Ages. I price wise I understand because yes, this is not cheap. It's like 60 something quid. It is. This one's expensive. Yes, I know. I know it's like 80 quid. But I will say this. Please eventually pick it up. Please eventually pick up the Dark Ages. If I will let you know if it's good. Mainly because from the looks of it, it looks incredible. You basically the aesthetic is a lot more hellish, almost Skyrim-esque sort of look. The Doomslayer himself has a fucking medieval cape. He's got the cape, the spikes, the helmet. He looks awesome and buff and like probably bigger than ever in that sense as well. He looks incredible. You've got a chain shield. Like your chainsaw is now a shield that also comes back to you as well. So you can toss it up the demons, it comes back. So almost a bit like a boomerang. You are chained. That's the thing. Chain shield. The weapons look cool as hell and like old school. Yes, the flail. That's it. That's cool, and parry. You can parry that, and also you have a giant fucking Gundam mech, which you have a double minigun, like a double stacked, not just double barreled, but like a double minigun you can use against these titans, and you also get to ride on this really cool argent winged looking fucking dragon that you can go around. I mean, to be fair, he does also ride one into the World Sphere, in the World Sphere level with the Ancient Gods Part 2. That's probably more because of it being in the Sentinel homeworld. And the Sentinel locales, they have their own sort of, there's a lot more going on there. The only ones who, in some way, could even put up, like, all right, right, I know, we kind of went on a tangent there. The main reason I brought Doom up is more also because there's a video I want you to see. I think it's by a guy called Rabid Roga. The true, like, demons, the true unmatched power of the Doom universe. Look at that video, and that will explain everything you need to know about how ungodly, like, seriously, how ungodly powerful the universe and the demons of Doom are. When I say it's power, closer, it will closer? No, trust me, when you see the powers, I actually think it will fucking crush them. I've trust me this as well. I've seen some of the videos on one of them is basically like, would these heroes and whatnot survive the Doom universe? Dragon Ball was covered in that. Yeah, no, basically with that Doom one, like, would they, with his videos, Rabbit Rauga, would they survive the Doom demons? Dragon Ball was in one of them, and he is also committing himself. He is a massive Dragon Ball fan himself, a huge fan. There's a lot of reasons he gave for basically was like, yeah, no, even they are getting stomped out by the Doom universe for various reasons. There's like millions of universes or like existences in like one universe in Dragon Ball, right? Doom's hellscape is literally infinite universes. It's infinitely continuing. So it's like, yeah, you got a lot of universes and whatnot. Doom's is just infinitely like it's not stopping, or like there's a certain amount of universes and it can just stop and be conquered. No, Doom just keeps going. It's just infinite universes. And alright, I know you see the video, but I will explain a couple of factors that will make it, when I say incredibly difficult, I mean practically impossible for, I actually mean pretty damn well impossible for nearly any universe to survive this. There's two main reasons they will not get past this and survive this. Corruption and Argent energy. Those are the two main factors. Those are the two main factors, and I'm telling you, even with the characters probably from Dragon Ball, even if they go able to resist, they're going to have a tough time. There's two reasons. They deal with some of it. They're not going to deal with all of it. They will get stomped out even eventually. Yeah. You're also dealing with Davos, who is a creator and can passively, just by existing, create universes and erase them at will. Yeah. When I say Doom's universe is OP, I mean, I look at that and I'm thinking, damn, that kind of puts I look at him like, that puts Dragon Ball to shame. That puts them to shame in terms of, well, no. No. That's a straight up, that's a straight up no. I'm going to explain the two reasons. It probably wouldn't even barely take him a month. This is a man who I explained for you a couple of things. I'm going to have to explain some things to put in perspective, because there is context is missing. When you have the right context, you will understand in some ways why the Doom universe is possibly one of, if not the most powerful fictional universe. And I'm not joking when I say that. When I say it's ridiculously powerful, I mean I'm talking power beyond power. Even beyond something like Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball has some insane stuff. Doom's possibly takes it even further. So to explain some things from perspective, so like Doom guy himself, like from Samuel Hayden or like from Samur, was given the power, like given from the divinity machine of Divum, the divinity machine, was basically given from that the access to literally the infinite power, allowing him to survive the Hell's armies. Now, a bit about Hell's armies and the context of why no one would survive them. And I mean, I'm not saying they maybe wouldn't. No, I'm talking they would not. They would not. No one would survive them. Is for a few reasons. Now, one of the main ones is corruption. It's some of the most powerful, like, mind-bending, when I say mind-bending, corruption ever. They literally, just by existing near you, and by near you I mean pretty much in your universe, you will undergo like physical and mental corruption. And it is, when I say strong, I mean ridiculously strong. Like, even the Makers, which are basically like beyond the demons themselves are Makers. They're timeless beings. They're literally, the concept of time is beyond, is like they are beyond the concept of time. There is no concept of time in the universes. Yeah, even the Makers, who are like who are the fastest beings. Like, I'm talking like probably beyond like hundreds of thousands of times faster than like the speed of light. Yeah, even they can't resist corruption from the demons. Like, literally, when you see it in the game, the Icon of Sin, once it breaks free of its hold, literally, like, within seconds, the Makers themselves, these hugely, extremely powerful beings, just corrupted instantly. But they have some of the strongest levels of corruption possibly ever. Like when I say this, when I say nothing is surviving being corrupted and being turned into a demon, I practically mean next to nothing. The other reason, and it's like, okay, quickly. Um, that's what they probably have to try and do again, keeping in mind they kind of technically, with Ozpin's ability, they kind of did technically nuke her already in some form or fashion. No, although to be fair, with how the explosion was, probably destroyed her to the point where she was just a little bit of blood that regenerated back, so there probably in some ways was nothing to collect. It must be very slow then. And I know I'd actually say in that sense it is like, if we're going by at least film Deadpool, it's way faster, because Deadpool's when he's got limbs torn off, it takes like days for him. It takes days sometimes, or over a day and whatnot. Oh yeah. Yeah. But with Doom's universe, I say with Doom's is, so the corruption for one would absolutely turn you into a demon, or at least part of the hive. So you're thinking, okay, for whatever reason, if somehow you could survive, or like resist the corruption, which only Doom Guy has been able to do, only him has actually been able to do this. Yeah, I know it's quite big. With only him, the other thing you're not surviving is Argent energy. You are not surviving Argent energy. You know, there's a main thing for that. So explain a couple of things. Argent energy is in every demon's blood. Like, no matter what it is, the lowly imps that throw fireballs, which are made of Argent, the barons who their blades are tipped in Argent, and just like other, like the zombie mans who shoot these massive like pulse, like explosive balls and whatnot. Yeah, that's all made of Argent energy. You're thinking, okay, how genuinely deadly is Argent energy? How bad do you think it could be? It's heat beyond heat. That's the best way I could describe that. Put it this way. Oh, worse than that. Let's put this into perspective. So a couple of things. So there was a sample of the Doom guy's blood that was found, and was collected as sort of a DNA test from people on Mars to test and find out that he is human. The guy is extremely resistant, and even to start like stuff like Argent energy and whatnot that is being hit from the demons, but somehow with some of his blood. They did a test on his armor. They fired a 2 megakelvin laser at his armor. Didn't even leave a scratch or anything. Keep in mind, 2 megakelvin is like 300 times hotter than the sun, and it didn't do anything to the armor. That's 300 times the heat of the sun. The sun is the outside of the core again that's the hottest. No, it's the core that's like 6,000. Is it the surface that's like 3,000 or 6,000 degrees? Right? But take that heat. So take the heat of the sun, times it by 300. That's what was fired at the armor, and it didn't even leave a mark. That's how powerful that was. Argent energy is described as being, if you're taking our physics, our actual physics and everything into account, at least from that, Argent energy basically defied heat-wise physics beyond like what's actual possible physics. Let's put it this way. Our technical highest measuring point for heat apparently is, in Fahrenheit wise, is 2.5, and then for Celsius 1.3 decillion. Decillion. Do you know how many zeros that is? 32. 2.5 decillion Fahrenheit, or roughly, I think, about 1.3 Celsius. And Argent energy is apparently measurably is hotter than what universe's physics can actually calculate. That's how hot it is. And that's not just like, oh, one of them has it. No, that's in their blood. And keep in mind, there is like, the demons are basically are infinitely spawning. They're infinitely coming because, well, Doom is an infinite expanding universe. And also the corruption in any universe they're in by anyone that they're near, you know, that's going to take them over and they're going to become a demon as well. And it's just going to keep going and going. And because of the heat that they have, keep in mind, heat that is, that's why you think they're like, why would they not? Why would other people not survive? Why would another universe not survive? Argent energy. Yeah, again. You're talking about heat that is hotter than what our actual technical physics are beyond measurable. If they can't measure 32 zeros, like 1.3 decillion Celsius, and it's hotter than that, you can imagine how like hot even a decillion, not just unbearably, like think of that. Yeah, that Argent energy is hotter than that. And all demons have that. And you think about it, imps fire Argent energy. They fire, like, you know, the fireballs they have? That's all Argent energy. Argent energy runs in their blood as well. So if they bleed and everything, it's basically like a way worse... It's like a way worse xenomorph in that sense. You think with xenomorph they have acidic blood. Yeah, imagine that, except your body just vaporized, basically. So that's what you're up against. Hell, even something as powerful as the BFG, for instance. You know why it's so effective and powerful against demons? It has. So what it fires, you're thinking, what is it that fires that makes it so powerful? What it's firing is mostly plasma with ionized remnants of Argent energy. So even the BFG is firing just a tiny little sliver of Argent energy. That's why it's so powerful in the game. It's firing Argent energy. Like, it's mostly plasma, but it has bits of Argent energy in it. That's why it's so powerful. Yeah. On top of all of the on top of all of the other just insane hacks and resistances that the demons have, I should also stack on top of their durability, because I should also explain that as well, because it's gonna be confusing. You're like, okay, but Doom Guy can use like a shotgun to absolutely decimate them. Yes. Yeah. No, let me explain that one, because it's a bit different there. It's not the guns themselves so much that are strong special. Someone else, I say this, anyone else could wield them. They probably actually would barely even like do too much or leave that much of a mark against the demons. The reason you see them as being so strong is because of one factor: the Doomslayer's will. Yes, I'm not joking when I say that. His will. He can take a pistol or a spork or anything, and he can literally will the weapon to become a god killer. That weapon is no longer normal. That weapon in his possession is literally a god killer. That's how the weapons, when you see the weapons in Doom games, that's why they're so strong. The reason I mention this is because obviously some of them are like USC created weapons, and basically it said that they had all this weaponry. They had these mechs, like these big Titan mechs, you know, like you see, for instance, in the Doom the Dark Ages gameplay trailer and everything. They have like these huge, really powerful mechs and whatnot, and all that. They have planet-destroying technology with the BFG 10K in Doom 26, in Doom Eternal. Literally, if you've not seen it, there's the mission where you get the BFG 9000. There's a big, huge cannon, like big, you know, BFG cannon essentially, and it literally, you use it to blast a hole into Mars. They're planet destroyers. When it came to something like a medium demon like the Hell Knight, literally nothing that the UEC threw at it could even defeat a Hell Knight. They couldn't, literally nothing could even destroy a Hell Knight, for instance. And they're like one of the, for Eternal, they're like, and 2016, they're one of the early medium big demons you see in the game. You know, the purple ones that sort of jump around and smash shit? Yeah, those medium ones that aren't too difficult to kill in Doom Eternal. They literally take a triple lock-on rocket burst and they're dead. None of the UAC's weapons that are planetary destroying couldn't take down a Hell Knight, for instance, or a Baron of Hell. Literally, their weapons couldn't do anything against it. But then Doom Guy wields and uses the weapons, and he's able to take them down. That should give you a power scaling of just how strong they are. The UAC doesn't fuck around. It's got planet-destroying weapons. It's got planet weapons that it can just... planet busters. They couldn't do anything against even a Hell Knight. With the UAC, yep. Huh? It could. Oh yeah, I know about the Viltrumites. Yeah, they could take. Think about it. They could take down with that. They could take down a Viltrumite. They can't take down a Baron of Hell or like Hell Knight. I'm not talking like kind of fought and maybe they could, but they couldn't. No, I mean they straight up cannot take them down. Nothing they threw against it works. Yeah, no, the Army of Hell pretty much wins against, I'll be honest, damn near anything. I'm really not joking when I say damn near anything. Unless you see it and you see the video, you truly underestimate how powerful. Like, you're thinking, yeah, oh, maybe... Probably, yeah, like, there's... keep in mind, at the end, this is Doomslayer. This is someone who's been fighting them for... When I say that, there's like four eons. An eon is 1 billion years. 4 billion years of just straight fighting the demons. He doesn't need to eat. He doesn't need to sleep. He doesn't function the same as the humans with all that strength. Literally just goes and destroys demons. And he's been doing that for 4 billion years. Because of his endurance is literally just infinite. Now... there's just, yep, literally with the power that he has, so that's what I mean. So you think of that, the UAC with all that could take down Viltrumites, but that gives you the example of like the power of how strong Hell is. As I said, they can take down. You say they can take down Viltrumites, but they can't take a Hell Knight or a Baron of Hell down. Not one of them. That should also give you an idea. So that is how powerful the demons are. They basically, although he described it as, I'm not saying they do have durability negation, but because of like Argent, the demons, like besides the Doomslayer getting them, they practically against anything else have durability negation. And what makes it worse as well is they also have all demons, they have some form of immortality, if that makes sense. Some form. Yeah, let me explain that one. There is so first off, there is no way you're conquering the armies of hell. As I said, hell is an infinite expanse, and when I say infinite, I mean infinite. It's one big universe, like huge, sprawling, infinite universe, but it's basically universes that have been corrupted and mashed together. So you past universes that are been, but they've now all been corrupted and they've kind of just become one hellscape altogether as part of hell. That's how it partly becomes that. And so because of that, they have true immortality in that sense. They have no true immortality. They have immortality in that sense, but the reason they say they have immortality as well in some ways is basically, you know, when you're killing the demons all the time in Eternal, like say for instance you're bashing through all the demons, they're dead. You completely destroyed the body. So for one, the soul is puppeting basically it's a soul that's puppeting the body. It's more like a meat puppet, and the soul's just puppeting it, is basically using the body. Well, that body has to be completely destroyed to where it physically cannot move like at all. Because if it's not, the body basically will just keep going. It straight up will not die. And to make things worse, you think to yourself, okay, you've destroyed the body, you've killed it. Well, that soul will just go back to hell, basically respawn and try and basically possess a new body. Or if someone's nearby, they'll just possess someone else. So it doesn't matter what you pump and throw at them, they'll basically just keep coming. They're literally, in some ways, the souls cannot die. And the one I should explain is there is one demon that has true immortality, and I mean genuinely true immortality. And that's the Titans. So if you know what the Titans are, you know the icon of sin, and you know the icon of sin, like this huge, like almost goat, like looking skull, basically giant, huge giants, right? Right. Those are the Titans. They are like universal level destruction in terms of how strong they are. Literally, the icon's existence was making reality unstable on Earth just by him existing and moving around. His limbs, him falling and hitting the ground, cause each limb, by the way, causes, and I quote, untold miles of destruction just from him falling to the ground. That's each limb. That's not him using his powers or anything. That's him falling down. The reason that... What of this yeah, you know. Yeah, you can only do this in small bursts. You really can only do this in small bursts, because trust me, this is me platinuming it. Yeah, no, I don't blame you. Because trust me, when I say some of these, it takes hours. I really mean it takes hours to do these. We would have been a lot more done had it not been for doing that fucking ball. But basically, that's one. Basically, the reason I say the Titans have true immortality is because they literally cannot at all. When I say die, I mean they cannot die. No, they don't actually. They don't die. If that makes sense. So basically, what? No, what happened? No. A little bit, but a little bit different. No, what it is basically you can destroy the body as much as you want. It will not go down at all. Except for when you use it, and this is why you see him snap the hilt off of the blade, the crucible. You have to use a crucible. You know what? You remember what the crucible is? You know the giant hell energy swords. Yeah, that is the only thing that can actually stop a Titan. You have to use the Crucible. Nothing else will work against it. And the Crucible normally will... Yep. That's why he snapped the blade off the hilt. Like, he physically is not allowed to take the blade out. Because if he does, no matter how damaged that tie might be, whatnot, it will just come back to life and continue. It will pull itself together again somehow, and it will just keep going, basically. That's what I mean by true immortality. When I say they cannot die, I really am not joking. They cannot die. So, in that sense, then, if we go on the Dragon Ball side of things, it's like, unless one of them has a Crucible or something and is actually able to get to a Titan and damage it enough and get the Crucible in, there is no way they're even taking down a Titan. Yep. That won't work against them. That will not work. No, I'm not kidding. No, you say seals away time. May I remind you again, these Doom Demons, they are timeless beings. Time is not a concept to them. They live outside of time. So, like, for instance, let's put it this way. Like, if a demon portals and teleports into your universe, in your world, and they have access, if you go back in time, basically, to try and reverse it or not, they'll still be there. Like, I don't mean as in you go back to the universe and then it was sorted. I mean, you go back in time and they think they won't be there. They'll still be there because time is not a concept to them. They don't have the concept of time like we do or anything. They're as I keep saying, they're timeless beings, basically. And also because the power of the Crucible and whatnot is the only thing that can seal them away. So that's why, in that sense, that blade, I'm like, yeah, that ain't going to do shit to them. Huh? I think it is, like... Well, I mean, it cuts through any demon like butter, so, like, it will kill any living... It will kill any living thing. Hence why it's also the only thing, technically, that can put a Titan down. It's more like a death stasis for them. So I'd assume it's probably, like, it's got to be Argent. Like, Argent and somewhat antimatter. Because although it doesn't, like, when I say it doesn't disintegrate the demons, when you watch them in the game, it doesn't, like, I guess, fully disintegrate them. More when you see them, it chops them, like, apart. From wherever you cut them, it chops them into the pieces. But... kind of, but way more on a way more powerful scale. Yeah, before anyone even said anything or like tried to measure up and thinking it was Star Wars universe, no. The Force is not winning against that. I'm sorry. The Force is not winning against Doom's universes. Nope. And I also moves on to one of the other points is, yes, as well, if I say something like Star Wars, they're fast, and I can see how genuinely fast they are. Doom's got a pretty fucking speedy universe. Like I said earlier, in terms of speed, the makers are the fastest beings. They can move, like, they've been Yeah. And basically he's fast himself, but I'm saying with the makers and whatnot, they literally been known, like, listed apparently to fly across creation itself, which, by the way, as I said, is an infinite sprawling mass of the universe. The fact that they can travel that quick, and they can also, in some ways, I don't know if it counts as like traveling, but they can also travel and like through portals and whatnot. That's damn fast. Oh, and because they can fly across creation, you keep in mind these makers can move probably around hundreds of thousands of times faster than the speed of light. not just sound, light. Hundreds of thousands of times faster. Now, I don't know how fast some of the Dragon Ball stuff can move, but can any of them move that fast? I'm not just talking hundreds, I'm talking hundreds of thousands. Yeah. Fair enough. Well, you answer that one for me, though. Like, no, for anyone there,